Okay, this is Knxwledge in the interview.
Yo, what's going on?
Thank you for taking the time, man.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
We're out here in Vienna. It's the Soundframe Festival. I've been familiar with you as an artist since your first release on All City Records.
Right.
Clouds. Mm-hmm. It's been a dope album to me. Really mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's pretty, number of years, probably like 6 years worth of just, different beats, different sounds, it's half, probably samples, half, just original electronic, chords. Uh-huh. So, yeah, it came together really well, and it's been doing really well, so I'm excited, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy to put out another one with the homies Olin, so should be dope.
So you'll be staying with All City for the next record as well?
Yeah, most definitely. Those are the homies for sure.
Well, you were talking about sampling and all that. Mm-hmm. How much does Diggin mean to you? Like digging for records, going into the record shop.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's pretty crucial. It's like I need I'd say with every track, it comes with a certain amount of inspiration that I need to at least finish something. Like. If you're gonna sit down and make something, you want to finish it. So I'll go digging, bring a bunch of records, and if any don't move me, I'll just try to work out something on the keys. If not, go back to the records, and then I churn them out, kind of. It's pretty much like 6, 8 just joints a day, whether they're not finished or not. So. It's a pretty cool process I have, yeah.
You're from Philadelphia?
I was born in New Jersey, though, so, like, a lot of people don't know that, but I've lived in Philly for probably the last 6 years, worked out there and traveled, played shows out there, go from there to L.A., there to New York, It's not that far. It's a good city. It's a nice vibe out there. It's a nice vinyl, selection out there as well. So it's been dope.
So, Philly being known for soul music, mm-hmm. and you have people out there like Rich Medina.
Right, yeah.
And all those cats.
King Britt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like King Britt, who's so big on soundtracks.
Yeah, he's crazy. He actually asked me to do, he does this Saturday night, what is it? Saturn Never Sleeps. He does a show out there, and it's basically just an instrument, like experimental show. There's I'd be up there with pads, and he's up there with his pads, and it's just all MIDI and all MPCs. It's pretty sick. But yeah, he's a nice guy. I've actually, I've been able to, jam with him a few times, so I'm really grateful for that.
So you mentioned the MPC as a way of production, I guess. Mm-hmm. And the MPC being like a really classical hip-hop setup. Yeah. Did you ever do straight 90 BPM hip-hop?
Not with an MPC. It's just I've always been a software, because I'm always, on computers. And I actually, before I even got my own computer, I had a SP303, for a while, and
like old school.
Yeah, and had a few synths that I've just bought. Had this old Kurzweil from back in the day, Korg M1. It's like Korg's first keyboard ever. And I used to just record in, to the 303, and then I got a MacBook.
Yeah.
Yep.
The weapon of choice for a.
Yeah, most definitely. It's just everything just runs so smooth,
Yeah.
So grateful.
So if you get down in front of your MacBook, or you grab a bunch of records, you pick up some samples and everything. What does a usual day of yours look like? Let's say you get up in the morning and you decide, today I feel like doing some new shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I wake up and just, whether I have to go to work, I'm just regretting that. Sometimes I even bring my computer to work with me, it doesn't faze anybody. Y'all know I make music, but I make music every day I wake up, pretty much, as long as I can, and as much as I can, you know.
Where do you get your influence from? Like, I mean, obviously you are on a very influential label. All City Records is known for its LA series,
Right.
with a lot of big names on it, like Pudgy, DiBiase,
Yeah.
Take.
Yeah.
So many people, so many great producers. Like the latest one was Exile and Free the Robots.
Yeah, dope.
And do you get inspiration from those people as well?
Yeah, most definitely. I also have one of my biggest inspirations nowadays is my my homie. You ever heard of Mind Design?
No.
Dude, Mind Design. He's from Jersey as well. But he when I lived in Philly, we met because he lived like 15 minutes over the bridge, you know. So we've done a lot of work, and his music's incredible. Where his mind's at is just like, it opens up my mind, you know. It's just like, man, it's lovely. Of course, Dilla, you know, records, soul records, man. I can't get enough. It's lovely, lovely sounds.
When you're in the production process and you're working on a song, how do you feel that the song is ready to be put out there? How do you decipher if you still have to work on it, like pull the notches and everything, or if that's it? You know? How do you find out about that?
To me, it's a gut feeling, you know. Like, I have to be in love with it, you know, to even export it, you know. Like, it has to be to my standards, you know. Like, I can't it can't be just anything. Like, it just has to hit right, you know. I'm my own worst critic, so like I'd say that I'm terrible at mixing, but you know, I try my hardest to, you know, have everything leveled out. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy process.
And the making of Clouds, was it like a done project when All City approached you? Did they actually approach you, or how did that come along?
He actually hit me on MySpace like years ago, and led into emails, and then I basically just sent him like a huge batch of beats, and we dwindled down to, what is it, 15? I'm not even sure. 15
Something
joints.
like that, yeah.
And it came together well. Like, you know, there's both. I was, you know, back in the day, I didn't sample as much, but I had probably like an equal amount of, you know, original stuff and then equal amount of sample stuff, and we just put it together. And there'll probably be more sample, more soul stuff for the next one. Maybe some original stuff as well. I've been working on a lot, so it should be dope.